All right, everyone, let's do an energy weather update, shall we? All right, I haven't even shuffled for a pre-shuffle yet. I get excited to do these on Mondays. I like the energy weather updates. It's what I do for my friends and family and stuff, and I have for decades, and I do them for you. You know, it's like you get a chance. You get the benefit of calling me up and saying, hey, what's going on with the energy around us? Well, let's see. All right, let's see what the environmental energy is. First of all, this is the pre-shuffle. I know I haven't done it yet, but normally you'd be looking at it already, but it's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Slupterior here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking Time Lord, but I am trying to get the energies of right now in the soulmate cycle, and that shouldn't surprise anybody. Look at that. That's justice, in case you're wondering. Why do I say it shouldn't surprise anybody? Didn't we have a reading recently with a whole bunch of justices? Right? Yeah, justice. The thing about justice, here, let me teach you something a little bit, because some of you pull cards, and I know y'all cheat on me with other readers and stuff like that, and I'm just trying to help you, you know, like a friendly uncle or a big brother. I don't know, trying to help you out a little bit. This is communication. Justice is always communication, okay? But it's irresponsible to assume that it's you talking to somebody. Anytime, even the Eight of Wands, anytime a communication card comes up, it's irresponsible to say, oh, you're going to hear from this person, or this is verbal communication. Communication to the energy around us occurs many different ways, just like justice. Justice is communication, but it can come from a judge swinging a gavel. It can come from you seeing somebody who did you wrong, have something wrong done to them. You're just sort of witnessing it. As you're witnessing energy balancing out, it makes you feel a little better, you get some justice. Justice is all about balancing energy. So there's some kind, most of the time it's information coming at you, which we could read as communication. So some kind of information is in the air, all around you. This is the surface energy, right? We're going to pull a read in a minute. Some kind of information that helps to balance something between you and another person is in the air. And I think it has a lot to do with a direction, a choice that, well, I don't want to say a choice. There's a move you're about to make and a move somebody else is about to make. I don't think either of you know about it, but it's going to bring you together. Okay? It's going to be one of those things. It's like, think about somebody you meet somewhere. And again, this is my first time seeing this. I just shuffled it right in front of you. So a lot of times I might do this, I'd flip through it offline and whatever. Underneath that is 10 swords, and there's a Queen of Wands. And that, I believe, yeah. The Queen of Wands and the 10 of Wands kind of go together, and they're bookending the Justice card. That's about as far as I'd go offline before I hit the record button. But what I'm trying to explain to you is a lot of times, let's say you meet the love of your life at the supermarket. Okay? You're in the frozen food aisle, you meet the love of your life at the supermarket. You both made a decision unilaterally on each side. You decided to go to the supermarket at 11 p.m. and they decided, distance from you, didn't know them, to go to the supermarket at 11 p.m. And then you met. Something like that is happening between you and somebody attached to you. I'm not sure if you know about this person or who they are or not. My guess with the 10 of Swords is this is somebody that you didn't think you'd ever see again. Okay? Can I just phrase it that way? All right. It's somebody you're very attracted to. Somebody finds you very attractive. And they may have, I don't want to say it causes a problem, this justice, because it rarely does. It's balanced energy. It's happiness. I think there was an issue. I think maybe this is over with this person because you thought they might be a little too superficial or fake or phony or something like that. But you've both made decisions. It could be multiple decisions on each side that are leading you to a place, and that place is made of justice energy, which is very nice. Okay? It could come in the form of a piece of information. It's more the way I read it. But keep in mind, anytime, no matter what you're doing with cards or anything like that, you're reading energy. Cards are just reflecting energy. Everything is energy. Everybody's an energy reader, whether they call themselves I'm intuitive or I'm psychic or whatever. You're still reading energy. Everything is energy. It doesn't matter. We read it in different ways. Empathy, feelings, and all that kind of stuff, or brain waves, etc., etc. But still, it doesn't matter. It's all just energy. Communication occurs in many different forms. So you can't narrow it down for a general audience to say you're going to have a phone call from somebody. It's just not possible. It doesn't work that way. All right. But justice is encouraging there. Let's see. 3 cards and a bottom card. What do we get? What do you want to tell me here? So basically, it feels like somebody you thought you'd never see again, you see. Now keep in mind, it doesn't have to be this lifetime. It is a soul connection. So it could be somebody from a past life that you didn't know you ever wanted to see, but some past version of you thought you'd never see them again. Okay? Can also be something you thought would never happen that happens. Okay? It's a good thing. It's an upright justice card, so it's fine. All right? Even if it's a negative, that doesn't mean it has to be a positive thing. Even if it's a negative thing, it balances energy. Balanced energy is happiness on either side of the coin, heads or tails. All right? Let's see where we go. Balanced energy is definitely for the greater good. And I just got done talking about balanced energy, didn't I, while I was shuffling? Didn't I? Rewind. Right? 2 cups. The bottom card, across the center card, the base energy I'm going to pull is 2 cups. This is a soulmate or a soul's true purpose. Could be a job calling you that you thought you were never going to get or whatever. The energy is there for it. I'm pulling an energy weather update. The energy is there. Now, why would you be getting this reading? So great. The energy is there. Big deal. Because I think you're not going to really pick up on it. You might want to pay attention to what we talked about in my Venus reading, which nobody watched. Incredibly low views on that Venus reading. That's frightening to me, because I'll tell you what, that energy is not your typical Venus and Capricorn energy. All right? I mean, and I think you're getting this reading for the very reason I talked about in that reading. But anyway, whatever. I got 2 soulmates coming together. I got balanced energy here across in the center card I'm going to pull. There's 9 cups. There's the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I can't pull a bad card here. I can't. Again, it's something you thought would never happen. We often think that about the Knight of Pentacles. You know, maybe this guy's name is Jimmy. I gave Jimmy the pentacle a long time ago. Where the fuck is Jimmy? You don't send Jimmy out to get beer in the middle. Hey, we're out of beer. Jimmy, go get some beer. Okay. You'll be literally standing around the kitchen, go, where the fuck is Jimmy? My buzz is wearing off. Where the fuck is Jimmy? Right? You thought this would never show up. It's showing up. It's something you wanted, but it couldn't happen before. Whatever it is, it's there. You're getting this reading because of the energy, the overlaying energy that's around all of this, which has a lot to do with the Venus and Capricorn reading, where there is just this energy of nothing's good enough sort of a thing going on with it. That energy of the Venus and Capricorn might influence your decision making and knock you off course with this. So your best bet is to acknowledge whatever I talked about in that reading, and I don't remember exactly what was in there, but I know it's important to this. Okay? But this is terrific. This is great. Jimmy finally getting back with the beer. Thank God. You know? It couldn't happen before. You wished it could, but it couldn't. This is my Ace of Wands, semi-erect, right? It's sort of floppy, if you will. Could use a little Viagra to get it pointing back to the ceiling. You know, it flares up and then it goes out, sort of a thing. All right. You know, just think about someone else when that happens if you have to. I mean, it is what it is. All right. Ace of Wands, why is it here? You know, what you got to do, right? Ace of Wands, let's talk about it. I'm going straight to the Ace of Wands. I can do whatever order I want to do, whatever I think. The energy flow here is very weird. What this tells me is this might have been, let's say this is a person, it might have been something that was supposed to happen before, but it didn't. And the universe is the energy is doing a correction, right? So in terms of justice, in terms of the courts, for example, it would be an appeal. You know, somebody does an appeal and a decision is reversed. That kind of thing. It's a bit of that. Ace of Wands, tell me about it. So I'm pulling on it first. Yeah, it's really weird. We're doing the end first here. It's a 2 of Wands. It's this. It was supposed to happen. It's supposed to, but it didn't. She was supposed to move. Just look at the picture. There's nothing around her, right? It's just one more stick left here. She was supposed to move, but she didn't. It's like being all packed up with nowhere to go. It's very weird. It's very strange. Yeah, the 7 swords. It just didn't, you don't even know why this didn't happen. Where the fuck is Jimmy? It literally is that kind of energy. You know, didn't we send Jimmy to get some beer? Yeah, what's up? You don't have to take me literally, just catch my drift. This might be a person. Let's say it's a person. It could be a soul's true purpose for some of you, but let's keep it simple. Let's say it's a person. You could be wondering about this person, or have wondered, whatever happened to them? You know? What's that line from one of my favorite, I love Jackson Browne, man. I love his writing. One of my favorite lines from his, I don't remember losing track of you, right? That kind of, you always dancing in and out of view. It's a bit of that. You don't remember losing track of this person, but you're wondering, you might not even trigger that until they arrive. You might not remember you sent Jimmy to the store for beer until Jimmy comes back with the beer. Probably the wrong beer, because I know Jimmy. I've known him for a long time. You know, we send you to the store to get Heinekens, and you come back with Bud Light, which basically tastes like piss in a can, in my opinion. I don't want any trouble from Bud. But 7 of Swords, it's terrible. All right, here we go. My opinion. Ace of Pentacles. It's happening now. After a long time, it's like the slowest energy in the tarot. After a long time, it's happening now. You don't even know, you don't remember even losing track of this. When did this stop being a thing that might happen? Is someone coming back? It's that kind of energy. Although you might see it as something that you might have wanted before, but maybe not now, sort of a thing on this front. Okay, I don't know. I've got to pull, we're going to go backwards now. We're going to pull on the 9 of Cups. Let's take a look. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. Tell me about the 9 of Cups with this. Something you wanted. I don't think you remember when you stopped wanting it, is what I'm trying to say. Right? Let's see. Let's see why the 9 of Cups is here. Why is that here? Why is it here? The 6 of Pentacles. You gave a lot to this in the past. You gave a lot to this in the past. This person, this idea, this dream, whatever it is. Whatever it is. What's up? 4 of Cups. Something that you were just at that disappointed, and it disappointed you. Why is the 4 of Cups here? The Queen of Cups. Most love I can pull from the deck. You feel like you offered this. It's like an energy of, and again, don't take me literally, just catch my drift. It's an energy of you offered somebody genuine love and friendship, and it just didn't happen. You just wonder what happened. You sent someone a note that says, I love you, and they just got up and left, you know? You're not even sure there was ever a goodbye with it. Was there even a hello sort of an energy kind of going on here? Yeah, it's a bit of that. Let's pull on Jimmy before we go. So this is returning, okay? So there's some kind of energy of justice. And justice has been coming up in readings. It really has. Wow, why am I so all the way over here? What's going on? Have I moved? Is my table moving again? Spirit, I tell you. All right, 9 of Pentacles. What do you want to tell me about Jimmy here? I don't even know. All right, let's see. Yeah, 2 of Wands. Road to hell is paved with good intentions. I mean, it's an energy of somebody who, right now in the current energy, this energy is on the approach. They are coming your way. It's heading towards you. All right? Well, at least it's got the notion to. Yeah. It's drawn to you. There's something in this energy right now that's making, oh, here we go. Here's why it's an energy weather update and not a 3 quick cards with me. Because this energy, in the Witches, this is my stopped energy. In other words, Jimmy ran into somebody at the package store and he's not even in his car yet heading back with the beer. Normally. Right now, all Jimmy could think about are those tits. Okay, there's something in this energy right now that's making the DF side of this soulmate cycle extremely irresistible. Extremely irresistible. I gotta hurry home. I gotta go. It's like he was standing there outside the package store, not even in his car, holding the beer. The Empress calls up and says, where are you with the beer? He's like, well, I'm talking to so-and-so. I'm going to be a little bit. Well, my tits are out. Oh, my God, I got to go. Bye-bye. It's a bit of that. Okay? That's it. That'll do it. And why is the Empress here? The 6 of Pentacles. The universe is saying, well, the energy is saying, I mean, I suppose it doesn't need to be as big as the universe. It's just an energy weather update of the surrounding energies around us. But the energy is saying this energy is not stopped anymore and is coming towards you for exactly the little analogy that I just gave. Okay? You don't have to take me literally, just catch my drift. But it's because whether you realize it or not, your energy is focused on this energy, on this thing again. You may not realize that you're wondering, where did this ever go? When did this ever go away? When did I lose track of this? You don't even know, but you shut it down. You stopped feeling it. You stopped dreaming about this person. You stopped thinking about them. Or maybe you're like, no, Steve, I've been dreaming about this person the whole time. Well, maybe you were just doing it with your brain and you weren't putting out the emotions. But the universe is like, they're coming back. They're no longer a stopped energy and headed your way because you've lit the fire. You've started focusing on it again. Again, my analogy. You call Jimmy. He's like, hey, I'm just standing out here talking to Fred. I'll get back when I get back. Okay. Well, I took my tits out and I'm thinking about you. And 5 seconds later, Jimmy's in the car. Right? No, Fred's no longer interesting when you got that waiting for you. Okay. So you're thinking about it. The DF side is now giving to this, whether you realize it or not. It could be your soul is butt dialing it. I don't know. But either way, it is probably something you never even realized you lost track of. You could have been watching tarot readings this whole time on this soul connection. The last 2 years, you could have been watching readings on this soul connection. But a lot of times, we don't realize that we're mostly just going through the motions, or we're just thinking it. There's not a lot of heart or soul in it. We're just sort of, it's all brain activity, and that doesn't transmit very far. That's like a CB radio. It doesn't go very far. You can talk to your friend a couple of blocks over, but that's about it, right? This is soul energy. This is very deep. So something inside of you, the surrounding energies around you have reactivated whatever this connection is. It's a connection that you once wanted, didn't even know you lost track of, but it disappointed you because you pumped out a lot of love and a lot of dreaming and a lot of whatever into it and nothing ever happened, right? Well, now it's showing up. Grandma on the freeway at 15 miles an hour finally shows up. It's up to you whether it stays lit. It's honest to goodness justice for you. In this context, this is minor arcana justice energy. All right? That's your reading. It's pretty wild stuff. I hope it was helpful. I do. Look at this. Underneath this 2 of wands, which was crossing the sky here, 4 wands. I mean, this is nice. That is nice. You get something. This person's, man, they coming back fast with the beer, I'll tell you what. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. And this happens all the time when we don't realize we lost track of somebody. I mean, songs have been written about it. You write songs about stuff that happens to people. It happens all the time. Where did the time go? Gosh, Steve, I haven't thought about that. I just realized I haven't thought about this person since 2019 or something like that. Yeah, I know. It can happen. You know, it really can. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. It is what it is. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, everybody who watches. Good luck.